Have you ever wondered what Apple might be hiding from us? Apple recently launched the new M5 Mac laptops. We got the M5 MacBook Air and the powerful M5 Max MacBook Pro. But something strange happened during the announcement. Apple did not say a single word about its desktop computers. No mention of the Mac Mini. No mention of the Mac Studio. So what is Apple working on behind the scenes? After looking closely at the specs and upgrades inside the new M5 laptops, we can actually predict what Apple is planning for the next generation of desktop Macs. And the upcoming M5 Mac Mini and M5 Mac Studio could bring some major changes. The first big change will likely be storage. Apple recently upgraded the base storage on its laptops. The new MacBook Air now starts with 512 GB, while the MacBook Pro begins with a full 1 TB of storage. That tells us a clear story. Apple is finally moving away from tiny base storage options. Because of that, the next Mac Mini will almost certainly start with 512 GB of storage as well. This would make the entry-level model much more practical for everyday users. The Mac Studio is expected to go even further, potentially starting with 2 TB of storage right out of the box. Of course, Apple rarely gives upgrades for free. The base prices may increase slightly, but the overall value could still improve since users will not need to spend hundreds of dollars upgrading storage later. Now let's talk about performance. The new M5 chip introduces a huge improvement in artificial intelligence processing. Apple reportedly added neural accelerators to every CPU core, dramatically boosting AI performance. This could allow local AI tasks to run up to 4 times faster than before. For users who run large language models, process huge datasets, or use AI-powered creative tools, this could be a massive upgrade. The new chips also feature higher memory bandwidth, which means data moves faster across the system. Apps will open quicker, large video projects will run smoother, and multitasking will feel even faster. Connectivity could also see a big upgrade. Apple is expected to introduce its new N1 wireless chip in future desktop Macs. This would bring support for Bluetooth 6, offering more reliable connections for wireless keyboards, mice, and headphones while also reducing power consumption. Along with that, the new desktops are likely to support Wi-Fi 7, the newest wireless standard. Wi-Fi 7 offers significantly faster speeds and more stable connections, especially in crowded home networks with many devices connected at once. Now let's focus on the Mac Mini. The M5 Mac Mini will likely remain Apple's most affordable desktop computer. With the upgraded 512 GB base storage and the powerful M5 chip, it could become one of the best value computers Apple has ever made. The base model will probably still start with 16 GB of unified memory, matching the configuration of the MacBook Air. However, the higher-end version with the M5 Pro chip could look very different. That model may start with 1 TB of storage and offer much faster Thunderbolt 5 ports, making it ideal for professionals who work with large files and high-speed external drives. Now let's talk about the real powerhouse, the Mac Studio. This machine is built for serious creators, developers, and professionals. The next version is expected to feature the M5 Max chip and possibly an even more powerful M5 Ultra. Because the M5 Max MacBook Pro already starts with a massive 2 TB drive, the Mac Studio could follow the same strategy. That would give professionals far more storage right out of the box. What makes this interesting is the potential value. A Mac Studio with the M5 Max chip and 2 TB of storage could cost far less than a similarly equipped MacBook Pro. In other words, you could get the same powerful chip for a much lower price simply by choosing the desktop version. And desktops also have a major advantage: cooling. Larger fans and better airflow mean the chip can run at full power for longer without slowing down due to heat. There may be one small disappointment though. Apple could keep the base memory for the M5 Max configuration at 36 GB, just like the MacBook Pro. For a high-end desktop machine, many professionals would prefer to see at least 48 GB as the starting point. Even with that limitation, the upcoming M5 Mac Studio could still become one of the most powerful and best value professional desktops Apple has ever released. With faster AI performance, higher base storage, improved wireless technology, and incredible processing power, both the M5 Mac Mini and the M5 Mac Studio could reshape Apple's entire desktop lineup. Now the big question is, which one would you choose? The compact power of the Mac Mini, or the professional performance of the Mac Studio?